Below Deck Season 10 is underway, and the show featured primary charter guest Drive. Michelle Pearl. She seemed to be Captain Lee Rosbeck's favorite so far, and fans want to know more about the blonde bombshell. As promised, Below Deck has not disappointed with the drama, and the second episode with Michelle and her guests was no exception. While there are more charters to come, Michelle's was a memorable one, with the crew and fans praising the guest for her hard work as an doctor. On Below Deck Season 10, the striking Dr. Michelle and her fellow guests boarded the St. David on the Caribbean island of St. Lucia. The ladies board the boat to commemorate 10 years as doctors. Captain Lee and the crew wanted to make this Below Deck charter one to remember, to celebrate the hard work of the women through the pandemic. While the guests definitely let their hair down, there was no shortage of drama both with the guests and behind the scenes. From Chief Stu Fraser-Allender calling the guests nurses, to Chef Rachel Hargrove misplacing the truffles, and guests Holly Sexton Sandlin pulling off Jewel Jones' wig, the charter didn't get off to the greatest start. However, Michelle took it in stride, and the crew and guests ended up having a great charter. Below Deck charter guest Michelle Pearl is an Dr. Drive. Michelle Pearl is from Seattle, Washington. While Michelle is not very active on social media, her LinkedIn page reveals a plethora of information about her work and schooling. She currently works for Mount Rainier Emergency Physicians and at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center as the Director of Emergency Simulation. Seemingly, Michelle's expertise would have come in handy for Captain Lee on Below Deck this season. Earning her bachelor's and master's degrees from California State University and her Doctor of Medicine from Touro University College of Medicine, it is clear that Michelle is one smart woman. It seems like Captain Lee felt the same about Michelle and the other charter guests, expressing his gratitude and respect he had for the heroes on the front line. Michelle brought her doctor friends on the Below Deck charter. Michelle brought along fellow doctors Tola Johnson-Minial, Shauna Connery, Holly, Jewel aka JJ, Samantha, and Alla, who have been vacationing together since their residency. It was clear that they all had a strong bond, besides the drama between Holly and Jewel, which Michelle seemed to be in the middle of. Despite the drama, Michelle took the high road, enjoying her much-needed trip. On Michelle's Below Deck preference sheet, she requested high-quality food without meat, a Hollywood glam night, floating spa treatment, and an evening at the Moulin Rouge. It's clear that when she is not saving lives, she loves to party on a yacht. After the wait of the last 2 years, Michelle and her guests deserve this well-earned break. Michelle, who got very emotional giving the crew their tip, explained how much the charter meant for the doctors, who hadn't gotten a break in 2 years. Fans and the crew were left teary-eyed as they watched Michelle break down, showing just how heroic doctors have been. While they had their ups and downs during the episode, Below Deck fans would love to see Michelle back for another charter for the hard work she has put in. Below Deck airs Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Bravo. Sources: Michelle Pearl, Instagram, Michelle Pearl, LinkedIn.
With a gentle touch you tell me what all love I have to share. It must be 'cause you are what I all knew. Only you do know, you do know, you do know. Only you do know the chorus. Still moving, still saying. if